Hello everyone. Don't forget to watch Late Night with Sohail Hashmi on VISUALWORKS on YouTube.
Late Night with Sohail Hashmi. I'm not an imposter, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show. We have an amazing guest. She's also a theatre actor. And you know what wonderful, beautiful voices they have? She's got a lovely voice. She's also a model, an actor, and she also improvises a lot, and you will see that. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Rubya Chaudhry. Rubya, you are looking astonishingly beautiful. Wow.
Thank you, Sohail.
And what is it that you're wearing? I know that sari hai ya sari nahi hai, lekin it looks really amazing. What is that?
Thank you. It's kind of like a half sari, like a modern take on a sari.
Okay.
So it's not like a, so I didn't have to tie it or anything. It's already stitched, and when I stand up, then you'll be able to see. It's literally just wrap it around, and yeah, it's like a ready-made sari. It's a modern take on a sari.
I must try and have one of these for myself.
You want to try it on?
I would like to actually. Yes, So
nice.
Of course, I'm sure that knowing you a little bit, that I do.
Yeah.
My dear, it must be a designer thing, right?
It is Yusuf Bashir Qureshi.
Not Yusuf Bashir Qureshi.
It is Yusuf Bashir Qureshi.
Oh God! Okay,
Yeah,
too much advertising for this man. Too much advertising. The last time I remember meeting you, जब हम पहले मिले थे, there were a couple of friends got together, आपके घर पे, and you made some pasta.
Yes.
Which was really good, but the best thing about the pasta was your face while you were making it, and the back, while you were making it and running around, and that was really nice, and it tastes so good.
So it's so much fun because I really get involved when I'm in the kitchen, and मेरा basically जो motive होता है वो kitchen में वो ये होता है जब मैं कुछ भी बना रही हूँ कि सारे components simultaneously इस तरह बने कि हर कुछ जो है वो एक साथ तैयार हो ताकि सब कुछ गर्म भी रहे और ऐसा ना हो कि एक चीज़ बनी है अच्छा चिकन अलग से बनाई है वो ठंडी हो गई है उतनी देर में आपने पास्ता को बॉईल किया है so I like to kind of have everything उसका अगर किसी चीज़ को 15 मिनट लगना है और किसी और चीज़ को 45 मिनट्स लगना है तो मैं उसको इस तरह टाइम करती हूँ कि वो magically एक साथ तैयार हो.
So you're very good at cooking things.
I mean, I like to think that I am.
All right.
Yeah.
Good.
I do enjoy it a lot.
Well, I wanted to take it somewhere else, but you've just got it straight back here. So, ab kya kare? This is really fantastic. I mean, what you're talking about, I only know because of Chinese food.
Right.
It cooks in about 2-3 minutes, but half an hour, all over there, and then,
you're talking about components.
Yeah, components, yeah.
Haan, bilkul.
So I really don't have the patience, but I have now got the patience for Chinese food.
जहाँ तक मेरा ख्याल है सिवाय पाकिस्तानी खाने के जो कि pretty straightforward है, you make everything in one handi. Everything gets ready, like एक-एक करके आप चीजें डालते जाते हैं उसके बाद वो पक के एक ही डिश में निकलता है. और बाकी हर जगह की cuisine जहाँ तक मैं जानती हूँ वो सारे इसी तरह तैयार होते हैं कि components होते हैं उनके अलग-अलग and then it all comes together. So I find that Pakistani cooking is much easier than any other cuisine.
Do you find there are many components in love?
Wow, what a
I mean, do you find that because of the way you look at cooking that maybe you look at love as little components?
Well, I mean,
this thing over here and that thing over there and that thing over there and that thing and then
it can't just be one thing. Huh? Yeah, it is an amalgamation. Like a lot of factors come together, and yeah, absolutely.
मुझे अल्फाज आपका बहुत अच्छा लगा.
Alfaz.
Amalgamation. Amalgamation.
Yes.
Just amalgamate. Which was the last time you amalgamated?
Which means what?
Let's talk about food.
Okay. I don't understand.
Which was the last time you made a nice food that really amalgamated?
Last time I cooked up something.
I pretty saved myself there, didn't I? Really, the last minute. That was pretty good of me, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I'm pretty okay with this. Yes. So the last food that you cooked that people really appreciated, what was that? Was that pasta or was it something else?
No. Incidentally, the last few times that I've made pasta, it's been for me and me alone. Yeah.
Sure.
Before that,
It's all about me now.
I've
given all my time to everybody. It's got to be about me.
Hasn't that actually that is a huge theme of what we've learned ever since COVID began, right?
I know, yes.
It has really made us look inside of ourselves.
In fact, this is something that we have a section here where it's called deepings. It's
Deepings.
Yes, it's deepings. It's very, very funny, but it's something that our producers got hold of, and he won't let it go. In the evening, deepings. In the morning, deepings. In the middle of the day, deepings.
Tell me more about this.
He is saying that when we go really deep into something, oh yes, absolutely, even that. When we go deep into something, it's deepings. So with the intervention of what's been happening for the last 2 years with the coronavirus situations, our priorities seems to have changed. And this is something that, if it was a love life, or if it was something else, if it was a hobby, or if it was having too many holidays, that finished. How did you cope with this?
Well, initially it was, actually, you know what? Honestly, I've always been such a, I wouldn't say loner, but I do like my solitude.
You do like
to
a space,
a certain degree, right? And so when this happened, it was a lot of people couldn't really cope with it. I heard things like, oh, it's just getting to me, I need to get out, I need to party, I need to see people. I couldn't really relate to that.
Same.
I was kind of happy in my own little, space and comfort zone, and a smaller kind of circle.
In that time, did you discover other things about yourself? Apne bare mein kuch aur pata chala aapko within that time? Because I discovered a few things about myself, but you tell me.
I don't know, just that...
You're a more peaceful person, or you're a more...
It's a very interesting...
person?
I think I knew all that. I don't know. There are other things that have happened in the last few years that have really gotten me to kind of get to know myself.
Okay.
COVID just brought out a bit of calm, I guess. I got more time to read, for sure, to watch more things, to look into, I don't know, directors that I didn't really... I didn't ever think that I would watch movies according to अच्छा इस director की अब मैं ये वाली movies भी देख लेती हूँ क्योंकि क्या पता मुझे ये भी पसंद आ जाए.
नहीं, absolutely.
So I mean things like that. Gardening is one thing.
I'm going to come to gardening, but going even more deeper into deepings.
Okay. Into deepings.
Deepings. You like that, don't you?
I do like it.
Will you follow me in this journey of going deeper?
I am right behind you.
Thank you so much indeed. It's not that I look back and everyone's disappeared story of my life. Different story.
But it's dark.
Yes.
In these deepings.
I, in my research, found an article that I was quite happy with because it's the same sort of philosophy I had, and it was something about divorce doesn't mean that your life is over, and divorce can be done nicely. It doesn't have to be a bad word or something. तो मैंने कहा यार ये तो अपने स्टाइल के अंदाज में बड़ी mature किस्म की lady हैं. So tell me a little bit about that. And now you're gonna know that wasn't me. That was someone else.
No, of course. No, it was me. And so what happened was, this is obviously no breaking news. I went through a divorce about 2.5-3 years ago. And right after that, what happened was, so my life was never really that public, even though the person that I married was also a public figure, and I've also been a public figure. I was
getting a little bit worried. 5 years ago, 3 years ago, 2.5, 1, 2 years. Oh my God, it was yesterday.
I'm so bad. I'm so bad with recalling, things like that.
Yesterday. Okay.
So, so you made me lose my train of thought, and now I'm just going to stare at my rings to look like I know what I'm doing.
You look lovely.
No, thank you. Yeah, so what happened was that even though, I'm a public figure, my life, I like to keep it a bit of, not a secret, but a little private, because I think it's just, to me, it's a better way to do things.
होना चाहिए, but that article, tell me about it.
So, अच्छा हाँ, फिर उसके बाद हुआ ये कि जब ये हो गया, ये change आ गई है मेरी ज़िंदगी में और मैं वापस कराची मूव हो गई, तो मैंने नोटिस किया मेरे इंस्टाग्राम पे और बाकी और जगहों पे, और लोग जब मुझे मिलते थे तो एक तो यही पूछते थे कि अरे तुम अब कराची में क्या कर रही हो, एंड आई वाज लाइक ओह मैन, नाउ आई कांट कीप टेलिंग द स्टोरी अगेन एंड अगेन. खैर, देन आई नोटिस्ड कि कमेंट्स कुछ इस तरह के आने लगे कि वेयर इज हस्बैंड, एंड थिंग्स लाइक, yeah, so I felt a little like, okay, why am I being asked these things, and not that I put up too many pictures to begin with, I didn't want to, but खैर एक होता है, curiosity होती है, it's human nature, so I kind of thought ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं, I will stand up for myself. So then I decided to kind of make a video just to kind of announce in a very, respectful kind of way,
right,
that this has happened, and
for both families,
and I don't need anybody to feel sorry for me,
right,
and I don't think that it's not just about me though, right? It's about a lot of other women who are probably going through similar situations, right. And so I just worded it in such a way that I think people really appreciated the sentiment behind it, and the reason behind it was not. And after that, I didn't say anything about it again because I didn't want to make it like a source of,
right. Of course.
business for me or anything. But what happened after that, Sohail, which was really heartening, was that I got tons and tons and tons of messages from women who have been in similar situations or worse situations, from women who were going through divorces, really messy ones, right. From girls who were in situations where they had no idea what has hit them,
right,
or
right.
what is going to hit them.
Okay.
And I felt like I've really touched a nerve there, so yeah, I feel like this, unfortunately, our way of life over here, हमारा जो conventional, हमारी जो thinking है, वो कभी कभार ख़वातीन के लिए बहुत ज़्यादा अनहेल्दी हो जाती है,
बिल्कुल हो जाती
और
है.
फिर वो ख़वातीन सकम कर लेती हैं उनके वेट के अंदर,
बिल्कुल,
और उसमें बड़ी फैक्टर्स आ जाते हैं, ख़ानदान भी होते हैं, कभी कभार दोस्त वगैरह भी होते हैं, फिर बहुत से और फैक्टर्स इस तरह के हैं कि आपको रिलीजन की तरफ से भी, या कल्चर तो चलो है, फिर वो रिलीजियसली भी वो कुछ आपको सर्मन्स मिलने लग जाते हैं उन चीज़ों पे, तो ये चीज़ें मुझे लगता है कि आप
sermons, oh God, the sermons. But I would like to, first of all, I want to thank you, and I really appreciate the fact that you spoke about this, because हर एक की private life जो होती है, वो हर एक की private life होती है.
बिल्कुल.
And what I personally, as myself, appreciated was the fact that things don't have to be done in a bad way. They can be done in a nice way with respect for everybody.
That is
both ways.
Where that is terribly and absolutely true. Sometimes you can't help, bad situations in life.
Right.
And even then, you can deal with them with grace.
You can. I'm not saying everybody has to be friends afterwards or whatever, but at least you could say hello.
Be gracious, be graceful. Yeah.
Bilkul. So, after all this heavy, deepening conversation, I think it's time to maybe lighten up a little bit.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Okay. This next section is called Try Not to Laugh.
Okay.
आप कोशिश करें कि आप नहीं हंसेंगी. And if you do laugh, then I win. If you don't laugh, then you win. And by the look on your face, it makes me feel that, my God, you're so composed. Oh my God, oh my
bring
God,
it.
Oh my God, look at that. Oh, bring it on, bring it on. Okay, so you've got to come a little closer.
Okay.
Wow, you're really romantic, aren't you? Okay.
I can't come any closer than this because my outfit is gonna, yeah.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
You gotta come closer to me.
All right. Okay.
Oh no.
All right.
Knee problems?
Yes. Old age.
Okay.
Bionic knee joints. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I can jump into. Okay, I've won the first one. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yes, I do triple somersaults, but that's a different story for a different night. Where and why I do it, different story. Okay, so thank you. Okay.
No, we haven't started yet. You have to go cue. I'm an actor. I need to hear the term cue and then.
Do you want to hear the word action?
Cue would be nicer. Action. Okay. All right. Cue.
Actually, all right.
Yeah.
Okay, so we look deeply, and I will try and see if I can make you laugh.
I think I'm winning.
God, you're beautiful. I haven't started yet.
Huh. So this is wait. So stop. This is supposed to be a staring competition?
No.
Okay. What's that supposed to be? Are you miming? No. COVID times. Don't come. I win.
Okay.
Okay. I want to do some gongru sound while I wait.
Well, there's 5 points here, and you have won the first point.
Yay.
Very good.
Okay.
Okay, let's try again.
Rubya 1.
Rubya 1.
Sohail 0.
0.
Yeah.
Doesn't come anywhere near it.
Yeah.
What is this sound?
It's like those old Nokia. It's your eyes. It's that naughty look on your face, and you laugh too.
No, you're right.
Yeah.
It is a vibrator. Okay, let's say we're 1-1. Okay.
Yeah.
That's 2. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you very much.
All right.
So we're equal. I kind of want to finish it here. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Because I feel that I'm going to be losing the next 2 or 3.
Yeah, makes sense.
What do you call a fish with no eyes? Do you know? No?
It's 1, 2.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Moving on.
Moving on, we've got to.
Okay, wait, no. This has to be the.
I think yes. I think. Why don't we just say, while I look after my hand and everything else.
Are you okay there?
No, I'm not. It's real pain. I've got two pieces of pain today. This is one, and the other one I can't tell you where that pain is.
It's your knee,
but
of course.
I've taken Imodium, and I'm a happy man. I'm a happy man with Imodium.
I feel for you.
All right. Okay. Now let us go to another piece of conversation. I heard from a little bird that told me that I don't know if it's your age or what's happening with you, but you've got into gardening. You're a bit of a gardener.
Yeah, a bit. I like to think that I am. Yeah.
Ye kahani kaise hui? Tell me about it. What happened?
So I've always been into this, but the mere you know how. So COVID definitely helped because I never really actually got around to buying everything and planting the seed and then waiting because वो seeds sprout करने में भी time लगता है.
Right.
And I think COVID ने मुझे थोड़ा सा inspire कर दिया और time ही time था, तो मैं चली गई और मैंने फिर seeds भी ले लिए और मैंने gardening groups भी join कर लिए Facebook पे, जिनमें की काफी help होती है, everybody's talking about it. So yeah, just that, and it's so gratifying to see something sprout when you put a seed in soil. It's just a very gratifying hobby.
I think it's definitely nice when you see something sprout.
Yeah.
I think it's a wonderful feeling. Now there's 2 types.
And if you can eat it.
Right. I think that's
Yeah.
that's even better.
If you can grow it and you can eat your own homegrown herbs and
This
herbs is
actually,
all.
this is the next point I was going to go on to. There's two types of these things. One is how pretty, how nice, what a lovely flower. But then again, oh, you know, I've got some onions growing, or I've got something else growing. I've got a carrot growing. Or
Rocket's
something.
my favorite. Arugula.
Actually, right, okay.
Yeah.
You put that in your cooking.
In my salads usually, because
Actually,
it's nice raw.
Have you actually got to the stage where you've actually taking stuff from the garden and putting it in your food? You हुआ?
Well, हाँ हुआ है, लेकिन
It was
पता
like, what?
नहीं
Yeah, it's terrible.
नहीं so it's something, gardening is such an ongoing thing कि 3 महीने आपकी एक चीज ग्रो करेगी, उसके बाद आपने उसको या तो रीप्लांट करना पड़ेगा, you know, you have to keep it going. It's not something that you've done once and then that's it, you know, आप सालों तक उसका खाएं, unless it's fruits and vegetables, जो कि हाँ हो सकता है कि तो हाँ बस इतनी ज़्यादा अच्छी गार्डनर अभी तक मैं नहीं बनी, लेकिन
बनना चाहेंगे?
उम्मीद है कि वक्त के साथ साथ एक खेत तो होगा ही मेरा अपना.
You're friendly with Yusuf Bashir.
I am, yes, I am.
Is he into gardening as well? Because he's into
He
everything.
is.
I don't
He's
know
got
what
a
this
farm.
man is not into.
He's got a farm and they grow all sorts of things. अभी वो coconut trees लगाने वाले हैं अपने farm में.
अच्छा.
और हाँ बतेरी चीजें वो करते रहते हैं. काफी interesting एक वो character है.
We must try and get him again on the show. I have interviewed him once. A very interesting guy.
You know, it's so interesting. When I was starting off, I met him way back when I started literally modeling and stuff. That's when I met him and we've been friends ever since. तो हम 2-1 interviews में साथ भी गए थे. और बड़ा मजा आया था क्योंकि कोई मुझसे कोई बात ही नहीं कर रहा था. वो उन्हीं से बात कर रहे थे क्योंकि वो इतने interesting हैं. उनके साथ होते हैं तो और कोई क्या बात करेगा, you know?
You are slightly
interesting.
no,
Thanks.
No, you are prettier
Then barbecue.
than barbecue, huh?
I don't know about that.
Or do you think that's debatable? That he is
Of
also
course,
very pretty.
yeah. I mean, beauty is relative, ना. मतलब ऐसा तो नहीं हो सकता कि.
No, but you don't have a beard and stuff. You're nice. You know, so
Okay.
it's okay. You know,
Thanks. Well, that's your preference.
Yes, it is. I like women without beards. Call me weird, call me mad, but yes, I do like women without beards, if possible.
Yeah.
Okay, now, with all the things that have been happening with you, itni cheezein ho rahi hain, we don't know really what's happening and how the COVID situation is going to finish or end, but we've learned to live with it. Your future, princess, what is your future going to be like? I mean, what's all this? I mean,
I love it. Don't you love it?
Okay.
It's my. Today I am.
All these people here, they want to be doing this to you, but now they're watching you do it.
I've come
I
as
want to do that.
the Desi Cleopatra. No touching. It's COVID. Nobody touches. All the maximum.
Yes, it's like
the
some sort of
maximum
a meditation. This is meditation. A very, very good.
contact I can
therapeutic
offer
meditation.
right now is.
Actually, the foot is good. If we can get a
The
close up
foot
on the
is
foot.
good. What do you mean?
The foot is
good.
The foot is good. I
Okay.
like that.
Like
the
my
movement of the
foot
foot.
is good?
Yeah.
What does that do to you?
It's very enticing.
All right.
I'd rather not say.
Okay.
But yes, it's very
Let's leave it
enticing.
there.
It's doing it.
All right.
The foot, it's doing it.
All right.
It's working.
Okay.
It's worked.
Now you gotta cue that song.
No, that's the end of the interview. That's it. I mean, that's
Okay.
it. That's it. Thank you very much. And then,
You're welcome.
I would like to.
Da-da-da-da-dish.
I would like to do a segment with you, which would be a very classic, beautiful, and if we can do it in black and white, a black and white segment with you of an acting situation.
Okay.
So you may need to wear a hat. I don't know, but maybe we could
You know,
do
as
something.
actors, we wear many hats.
Yes, we do.
We do.
Thank you for that profound statement.
Yeah.
I wish I knew that before I came into this wonderful profession that we wear many hats.
I'm an institution.
I'm an
Sohail.
actor and I'm an anchor now. So it's like, I'm going to click my hands and... Hello, young lady. I'm so glad to come into your wonderful fish and chip shop. Can I have some cod and chips, please?
We don't got cod. We got mackerel only.
Mackerel?
Yeah.
But it says over here, look, cod and chips, £2.50.
No, that's a lie. I don't know who put it on there.
But I can't come into your shop and it says cod and I can't have my cod. I want my cod and I
Does
want
it
it now.
look like it's my problem, sir?
It does, because you're the one who's supposed to be serving
If
me.
you want mackerel, I can give you mackerel. There's no cod happening tonight.
But I don't know what mackerel tastes like. Can you give me a little piece I can just try?
No, you've got to pay £1.20.
But that's not fair. I came in for cod.
Life isn't fair, sir.
Very good, very good. You're a natural.
I don't know about that.
I don't know whether that was Cockney or whatever, or a little bit of
Whatever it was.
Scottish in there, a little bit of French in there, but that was really nice.
Thank you.
A right little
Thank
bit
God
of-
it didn't bother on Russian, because usually, no matter which accent I do in the world,
Acha.
it becomes Russian.
Very, very good. Now, with all these things which are going on in your life, what is there that you see for yourself in your future? What sort of work are you going into as the digital age, as the, I don't know how much we're going to be working on theatre. What do you look forward to and what do you think you'll do?
You know, in an ideal situation, I want to do a lot of acting work.
Right.
Ideally, yeah. I am getting some very interesting projects. I have been for the last 2 years. Unfortunately, none of them have, one or two have, you know, people have gotten to see. But the rest of them, because of COVID delays and stuff,
Right.
people haven't really seen anything. But yeah, ideally I want to be doing a lot of acting jobs for TV, film, web series, you name it, I want to be there, you
Okay.
know. So that's my thing right now.
Apart from the acting work that you do you feel like there are a lot of people who actually were directors but they went into acting, or they diversified into directing or producing into something else within the same media industry? What do you feel through your journey that you may also try or you may experiment with as well?
Definitely writing and directing. I mean, I don't consider myself an exceptional writer yet. Not that I've given it much of a try, to be honest, because anything that you put your heart and mind and time into,
Absolutely.
I do believe that you can achieve. मैंने इतना वक्त नहीं दिया है उस चीज़ को, लेकिन concepts, stories, things like this do kind of, you know, revolve in my head. I guess it's just a matter of putting it down. So yeah, directing, writing. Directing, I say because, I'll give you a reason for that too, is that I find I enjoy talking about the craft. I also teach a little bit of acting
Yes.
to kids in America.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
How do you do that?
That also
Online?
is COVID
Oh,
brought
fantastic.
it about. Yeah, so a friend of mine approached me about a year ago, and he wanted, you know, to have people on board who could give that kind of time to students abroad, and and I find that I enjoy it a lot, you know, and so in that, you know, that is how I feel like I might actually be a good director,
Right.
because I can talk acting.
No, you can. And you know, we need a lot of good writers. Pakistan में writers की बड़ी ज़रूरत है. लेकिन writers say, I'm a writer, could you please read my script? And I don't know if there's a monopoly or whatever, but it doesn't get through. But this is something which is very, very interesting, you know, to be a writer as well. How do you intend to go about it, young lady?
I think I'm going to start off with writing down a bunch of concepts at first, and then because I feel like you should be utilizing people who are already good at their craft. So maybe getting a writer on board who's actually technically very sound as a writer, and then just sharing your concept and story, and then having them kind of take the lead and, you know, be able to tell your story for you, or with them, like a collaboration or something like that.
The word I was about to use, we seem to forget, it's collaboration. We think that we do everything ourselves, but really it is a collaboration. It's taken me many years to find like-minded people.
Oh my God, yeah.
I mean, the little Eliza Doolittle thing that you did is just really stuck in my mind. And, you know, I'm thinking that, you know, maybe something else
I
can
just
be
did
done
a
with that.
Janice. Did you hear that?
Yes, I did. I know. I didn't want to say it, but you can do animal sounds as well, maybe. Maybe you can be an animal mimic. What else can you do?
I don't know. I
you
guess
do a
the
cat,
more time you spend with me,
or a
the
little
more
doggy.
things will come out.
Oh, thank you.
What? What happened? Who's that?
Now, going into not deepings, but another section we have is mean comments. Have you ever received any mean comment? I could not even perceive in my mind that you could ever get a mean comment. But do you get mean comments on social media?
Are in for a treat. What are you talking about? Yeah, of course. Mean comments though are, matlab, without mean comments, you wake up and, I mean, there was a time that I would not go online for days.
Acha.
Because उस वक्त तो कुछ ज़्यादा ही होते थे. अब तो with this new air of, you know, everybody kind of हर किसी के rights हैं और people
Let
are
me
very
be your therapist. Tell me everything.
People are very woke now. तो उसकी वजह से मुझे लगता है काफी कमी आई है meanness में generally, you know, even keyboard warriors जिनको कहते हैं.
कुछ तो लोग कहेंगे लोगों का काम है कहना.
छोड़ो बेकार की बातों में कहीं बीत ना जाए रहना.
Forget the writing or a singer. Going to singing? We can do this.
Oh, what are you saying? 19 minutes ago, I just got a comment on my Instagram. I shared a video of me singing.
Right.
Albeit it was like centuries ago and it's something I wrote and it was a sad song and all those things. But somebody commented saying, मुझे तो लगता था कि मैं बुरा singer हूँ. Thanks for uploading this video.
I'm going to send this
You're
clip
welcome.
to Mr.
You're welcome.
I'm going to send this clip to Mr. Rashid Khawaja.
Yeah.
And I'm going to send this clip to Mr. Yusuf Sully.
Oh, nice.
Mr. Sully and the
What do you mean? Uncle Joe to knows, yeah. What are you talking about? Everybody.
Uncle Joe!
Uncle Joe.
Uncle Joe!
Of course.
Uncle Joe knows.
लेकिन जैसे कि मैंने कहा कि आपको ड्राइव बहुत जरूरी है.
Right.
मतलब कोई भी चीज, वैसे तो आप जैक ऑफ ऑल ट्रेड्स हो सकते हैं, बट किस चीज पे आपने टाइम लगाया है, किस चीज पे आपने मेहनत की है, वो निखर के आएगी. ऐसे थोड़ी कि वैसे तो सभी गा सकते हैं. क्यों?
I don't get jack, but anyway, yeah, no, that's very good. This has been. So for all those fans of yours out there who love you and want to hear from you and who love watching you do all this sort of stuff, is there a message that you would like to give to them? Because I'm sure they would love to hear it. And this is the platform to give that message from.
Okay, here goes nothing. Noman, I am always an honor to hear कि इतना सारा प्यार मिलता है और you know, it makes our job, like sometimes you really, because actors are people too, so हम कभी-कभी भूल जाते हैं अपने ऊपर भरोसा करना. It's you know, life is like that, right? Like not every day do you wake up and you're like, I'm amazing. It's not. No. Some days are really like filled with self-doubt and stuff. So yeah, thank you for helping me get through a lot of those dark times and giving me the love that, you know, makes me want to keep going on. And yeah, I hope that you love me for the next 40, 50, 60 years.
That's very good. This has been a really, really nice time to hang out with you.
I could stay here for another like 4 hours.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
But I'm hungry. I gotta go.
But we can hang out on the food for the next 4 hours.
Okay.
And,
you got some raw pasta around?
Yes, we have. Yes, we have, especially for you. So I would also like to say that in your future, sort of whatever it is that you do come back to us and tell us what you're doing.
I would love to.
It's been really lovely having you here.
Thank you, and, likewise,
I
absolutely.
Wish you all the happiness that life will and is going to bring you, and may God bless you.
Thank you, and God bless you too.
Thank you.
That is so sweet.
Here we have it, ladies and gentlemen, the wonderful, the beautiful, the talented Rubya Chaudhry here on Late Night with Sohail Hashmi. We shall see you in the next episode. Thank you, good night, and God bless.